All right, so I just got done seeing Super Troopers 3 and absolutely enjoyed it. It was hilarious from the beginning to the end. Um, I like how it was not like them trying to get their jobs back or something happened like that that took the story in a different direction, in a surprising direction. But I mean, there is joke after joke after joke, and as with the other Super Trooper movies, the design is good as far as how there's little hints of a story, and then the story starts coming together as it goes. But the story is always kind of like in the background, as far as like the plot of the movie, as far as like them doing the police work that they're doing, or that they should be doing. Um, and that's perfectly good because it's all about mostly the jokes and the characters themselves and what they're getting up to. And in this one, I mean, there's so many jokes just constantly. There's always something funny going on, and I I mean, it was really a great theater experience because everyone is laughing out loud throughout the entire movie. Um, I thought there was interesting plots going on, character moments. Like they do a really great job of developing three-dimensional characters based on limited information and storylines out of even a lot of smaller characters, and they cram so many jokes in between that whether something is moving the characters forward, the plot forward, or the jokes forward, something is always happening. And there's jokes like in really good comedies. Jokes land in so many different ways. They start off not a joke, then they come back later as a joke and hit you from out of nowhere. Scenes take really interesting turns. Um, I know that I kind of like Ice Cream Man. I knew that people would really look down upon it because it's not a movie meant for everybody. And I think a lot of people they they just don't like good, goofy, fun comedy. And so I wonder what the overall general response to this movie is. I know that a lot of people, for whatever reason, seemed to not really care for the second Super Troopers or give it a chance. I don't know. It's kind of strange because Super Troopers is so well known, but Super Troopers 2 does not seem to get the same at all, and I don't get it because I think Super Troopers 2 is hilarious. So I hope that I don't know. I have a feeling that people are going to have problems with this movie for whatever reason. I thought it was excellent. I was not let down whatsoever. I went in for laughs, and then like I said, a plot that becomes and characters that evolve, but mostly focusing on what is funny. And yeah, I don't think every joke is going to work for every single person out there. But they mostly worked for me. Um, I, I can't think of anything that stands out as not being funny in the movie. And if there is anything funny, then I mean not funny, then there were several jokes that people didn't get, and it took me a few moments to get it. But if there's stuff that's not funny, might be funny in the future. I cannot wait to see this again. This might be a movie I watch twice in theaters. I don't do that too often though. But yeah, I mean, once again, like any good movies where it's the third of something, you should be knowing what you're getting into because we've already seen two previous ones, and this just capitalizes on those and move things in the correct way as far as how the characters should go, how the story should develop. There's crazy bits in there. I bet a major complaint is trying to make sense out of something that happens in the third act of the movie. There is a scene that with Mac, and I bet some people are going to try and make it like it's like the way it played out was stupid, but that's part of the comedy. Part of the comedy is making it obvious that this doesn't quite make sense, but who cares? It's just a character fulfilling moment that is set up and paid off in such a weirdly hilarious way, and that happens throughout. with multiple characters. Um, yeah, I really liked it, and I'm really interested in seeing what other people think, because I think a lot of people might just, these types of movies might not be for them, and they might score it low, and who knows, maybe everyone will say, oh, it's really good. I don't think so though, because it's just, I don't know. I'm I don't know, but I'm here to say that I really liked it. I thought it was excellent, and I highly recommend it.